Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Peggy from the Pearl Forest. And today I'm doing some start to finish journals. I'm going to do a bunch of covers. I also have some paper for a gift one that I'm going to be doing a journal for a gift for somebody. And here I'm adding a little bit smaller and some full-size sketchbook paper for a little drawing or painting or whatever they would like to do. So, hope you're having a good day. We are having a cold, snowy day. So these are the pages that I'm going to put into this journal. So why don't we just go ahead and put, this is going to be the first one, but I'm going to do the cover of both. But let's put the signature together. Tried to go kind of neutral, but also a little bit of color. Let's see. So we have that. We have this one. Maybe we'll put this inside here and put this one. Maybe we'll put it outside. And maybe put this one inside. I have about 15 pages that I'm putting in here. I have some coffee dyed scrapbook paper. Thinking about pulling that one, not sure why. So put that one here. Scrapbook one, kind of herringbone. This one might be good there. This is a, it's actually a stack of rocks, bond paper, but I'm, with it folded you can't see that quite as well. I don't think that goes as well with that. Maybe stick this one in here. They're not a very frilly person, but I did include some lace. Okay, this is a little darker, so why don't we put this darker one over here. And maybe this one in between this. And do we want to put the purple one in the middle or this one? We'll leave that one. Okay. Looks like one might be a little bigger. So this is what I'm going with right now. Work on this journal after I get the signature sewn in. I have to figure out, my sewing machine is not working at the moment, so I'm not sure I can sew around the outside edge. This is a little smaller one just to have something different. I want to leave lots of room for doodling or adding stickers or postcards or writing lots of thoughts. So that's going to be the signature. I did pull out a little bit of ephemera that I might put in there. I went through my pre-made sets of covers, but I'm taking this one out. I might use it a little bit in the journal as a little piece. And I pulled out these ones, which are music and quite muted. So I'm going to use that one instead. Trying to make it as subtle as I can. And it room to make a lot of personalizations. Okay, so this will be the cover for this one. Like that. So we'll need 2 of these. I also have a bunch of fabric flip and fabric clusters, but we're going to set that off to the side, and let's do this cover. These are 9 by 12. I'm using just some postage envelopes, and my garbage is over there. Oops, well. So let's do this one first. I'm not worried about the crease that will come out. This is just more than we need to fold over, so I'm going to take a little bit off. I sometimes cut them extra so that I can do this, and then add something, whether it's a tie or a strip of fabric on a page edge or something to the journal that then matches the fabric on the cover. So you've probably seen this before. First thing I'm going to do is switch to my fabric scissors. I'm going to miter the corners. Ouch. Whacked my arm there. Hopefully I didn't whack you at the same time. Okay. Sometimes I glue this fabric down a little bit to hold it still on the fabric. Hopefully I didn't get too close. But with this being so thin, I didn't want to do that. Now I've had this laying on its side, so hopefully that'll help us to get this down. Okay, if I'm gonna sew at the edge, I don't want this to be right at the edge. I may need to sew this by hand, unless I can miraculously get my sewing machine to work. I wish I had more journals just made ahead of time when I want to give a gift, but I just recently sent a bunch of mine off to be possibly sold. Plus I don't have a large assortment at this time. I'm trying to stretch this flat. There we go. But it's also nice to personalize something towards something that somebody would more enjoy. Come on. I'm going to be quick and do this side as well while we have the glue flowing. Don't want this to be too lumpy. This one is thinner, so I'm going to do this one first because it will probably dry faster. Make sure I get this tight. Okay, there we go. Now I'll put a little dollop in the corner. I don't have the metal corner things. I know they can make it sturdier. In there. They're little crimped metal corner pieces. You've probably seen other people use them. I may invest in those in the future. So this is going to be the front. Come on, off there, little stringy. Okay, and this will be the inside. See how fast we can make a number of covers. I'm making some snow ones because we've got a bunch of snow right now. So I was kind of inspired to do some snow ones. This is a little big also. I'm going to go ahead and take a strip off this end. That may come in handy inside as well. Okay. See if we can get these corners without moving on us too much. So if you get snow where you live, do you like to go out and drive? Or do you like to just stay home and avoid it? I am having a leaking glue over here. I'm one that prefers to just stay home. We don't live in a place that has snow that lasts too long. So why not just have some snow days at home like you used to have when you were a kid and it snowed and school was canceled? I like being home anyway. I have lots of fun things to do. I don't mind going out, but I also don't mind staying home. So it's probably better that I don't live in a place that gets lots of snow, like Montana and South Dakota and Alaska and Minnesota, because I would probably have to go out. Although those places, they have different snow. And they have different ways of handling their snow, ways of cleaning their roads and tires and cars. It does make a difference. Hopefully this journal will be right for this person. I'm not very good with cards or letters. I'm better with art and journals and things like that. Okay, now let's just put some in here. Oops, to hold it together. Maybe a little extra than I might otherwise. Does this matter which way this goes? I don't think so. So line this up. This person is not somebody that really likes lace, so I'm not going to be adding lace. I am going to have to figure out a way to sew the edges though, because I don't think that I can glue them well enough. So here's a journal. It looks like it's the wrong side of the fabric, but it's just very muted. It is actually the right side of the fabric. So there's one. Now let's see what else. We have 2 more envelopes. And let's see. We have some snow ones and some fabric flips. I'm gonna fold that so it won't come apart. So here's one. We'll have to just find their fabric flips again. Here's one. If I get reassigned, I guess that's okay. This is going to be a tall, skinny one. Well, this one is actually already put together, so I'm going to just lay its flip inside. Here's a flip, and that one, and a flip, and this one. Okay. It's kind of fun just to be inspired by the environment outside. This one has little skiers. Gonna have to make sure I pull that good. I think on this one, because of this extra wrinkle, oh, this just really is blurbing, isn't it? I think I'm going to not do the corners at the moment. So I can stretch this on here good before I trim the corners. So these are people out ice skating. The whole journal will not be ice skating though. It'll be all kinds of different snow adventures. Let's see. Oops, that's a little too tight. No, it's not bad. Okay. And here. And here, to move that baggie out of the way. This one down. Hoping this is getting down flat. Okay. Well, maybe this works to just trim it like this. Get the corners up here. I don't think you need to watch me make every one of these. So I think we'll do this one and then I'll do the rest off camera. Let's see if I can come up with a way, oops, a way to do the edges. Or if I can get my sewing machine to work. down. Sometimes I fold that in. Tuck it down. Okay, get this one down. Get some stuff on the top here. Looks like I could have cut a little closer, but sometimes that works good for mitering to not have. Okay. Put this one down. I'm going to put this both in my journal cover playlist and start to finish playlists. So if you're watching the start to finish of these journals, you can see where their cover started. Okay, miter this one in a bit. You can see I have a nice fingernail growth here. Okay. Now this side, maybe we can, whoops, no, I already hit that on there. Just rub that off. I was going to say I can put this down to maybe catch that dribble. Okay, so this is kind of a glittery muted mix of reds with white snowflakes. That's going to be the inside. And I think I'll go ahead and trim the corners. These little corners that I cut off can become a page edge, or I'm going to be making some fabric clusters for these, so they might go into that. Oh. I can't decide whether to do all of these or not, because I'm kind of feeling like, oops, I'd like some breakfast that I haven't had yet. Drippy drip. Plus these fumes are kind of a lot indoors, so I might want to take a fume break. You need a ventilated space, and I do have my room door open. Tuck this over here. But I can't have windows open, it's just too cold out there. Here comes my faithful companion, my pup. Check in and get some love. He'd probably like some breakfast too. We kind of eat at the same time, so he hasn't had his breakfast either. Still sorting it out and using it up, so there's not a lot of dog space in my room. But we're coming along. Okay, that one's good. Now we'll put some inside glue here. And lumps in here wouldn't appear on the outside because they have these two envelopes that will be between the covers and where that glue is. Okay, line those all up. So here's one of our snow ones and one of our gift kind of neutral black and white gray, for the most part, journal. This needs to be over just a tad. Okay, so that's sparkly and our snow one. So let's just do one, let's do our extra tall one, and then we'll quit. Oh, this one does not have a center yet. Neither does that. So for those fabrics, I did not choose their second fabric, so I can't do that one. This one is a like kind of a sparkly snow coming down and some snowmen. So we'll do this one. The other ones will have to wait until I round them up their second fabric. And I don't know that I can do like 7 of these. I have a sorry, lost my train of thought. I have a half size also one with a black and white cover that I'll be doing. It's half of an 8.5 by 11, so it's 6 by 4.5 cover, because it's 9 by 12, so it'd be 6 by 4.5. Okay, I'm gonna save a little bit of this. That little bit of sparkle nice might be nice with something. It's a little long on the other side too, but I don't know. I guess I could do a tag topper with it. Wasn't straight, so it didn't go all the way across, but that's fine. Okay, let's do this one. Wow, this is not with the grain here either. Let's kind of just even this. Even that up a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Okay, trim this corner. I don't get right to the corner, but I get close. Let's see. Don't know if these journals will actually get to anybody right now while it's snowy, because I don't have a way of distributing them per se, but that's okay, because when I get ready to show them to people locally, I will have some to show them, so that's fine. It's just fun to make something with snow. I'm thinking of making a Ko-fi snow page or two as well that you can go get for free that I can use in these journals. And when I'm making the ephemera, even if I don't have those covers that need to have a second fabric, I can be making ephemera for them. It's just like sometimes I can make pages even before they're sewn into their journal. We'll see what we can do. The gift one is the only one that needs to be finished. So we'll see And it needs to be done soon so it can get to its recipient. So we'll figure out something. What do you do when you can't do what you would normally do? I might have to sew it by hand. Which from experience I know doesn't quite come out as nice. So there's our sparkly, kind of snowy night one. And this snowman one, it has snowmen going each direction, so it's sort of non-directional, but we'll just have to determine which side we want to be our front and our back. Okay, I think we'll just go with that for the corners. So this is the last one I'm going to glue together at this moment. The other three, I will need to find their fabric, and we'll do them at a later time when we go to do their pages. My main emphasis right now is deciding on the covers, because that kind of helps inform what's going on inside, but also to make a bunch of ephemera, which I will show you what I've already been starting. I found some interesting digitals, and I've got some ephemera pieces that I've been making with stuff I've just been finding from magazines and catalogs and things I have on hand from my sorting out. Oops, we need to get that corner lined up. And I have some die cuts, and then just things we're making. Some scrapbook paper. Come back for that corner in a minute. Like I said, I'm making some little fabric clusters and some paper clusters. So we'll have a variety of things. Get that corner all snuggled in. Whoops. This one tried to snuggle in with the fabric cluster stuff. Okay. This looks like this one's kind of arranged itself. Which is helpful. And this one down. All right, tuck in there, tuck down. Okay, and we'll glue these two together. From years of quilting, I have a lot of fabric that I've cut a lot of it into 9x12 to make covers, and then some of that I recut into fabric flips or page edges or ties for tags. So I have a lot of prepped things. I don't want to fold this into a journal until I have it sewn around the edge. But there's that one. So we made this one, and we made this one, and we made this one. So thank you for joining me today. This is Peggy from the Pearl Forest, and I hope you're having a fun, creative day. You're keeping warm, and your day is full of love. Thank you. Bye.